I dare you.
Damn, son.
Well, hello, my snarky friends, and yes, we're back to talk about our queen of delusion, the one and only moist and yeasty Puddles the Pitiful, as she waddles her chubby sugar hooves down all the way to the sherry to squeak her way to Mickey D's at 12 a.m. all alone. Well, holy matrimony, someone snap a picture. Would you look at this happily married woman? I can't tell you the last time I saw such a happily married woman eating fast food nonstop at all hours of the night, alone in her Meals on Wheels. And hey, if you believe that, let's play a game of Here's My PayPal. I'm just fucking kidding. If I ever drop a cash app of any kind into this community, it's because my channel got hacked and you're being punked. And speaking of let's sound it out. Your home means a place you call home. Your home means you are home. Now, if you dumb fucking beezers can please put that in your to learn section of today's assignments, that'd be fucking great. You're the best. Okay, so before we get into the cause of today's dumpster fire, if you like today's cheese-filled video, hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, remember to hit that bell notification so you can be a part of all the fun fuckery and snarky good times we're gonna have. So, let's set the scene, shall we? We're sitting in her car. She's eating garbage from a bag and raging at reaction channels for talking about her lack of confidence.
Hey Vanessa, speaking of things that are not true, I just want to clock something, okay? Because I don't know, Gore World is just all projectors, and that was like so apparent when I heard, that people were saying that I didn't want to go into the McDonald's because it was full of people. But then I proceeded to go into the McDonald's that was full of people. If I didn't want to go and be seen, I would have not gone to Kuwait City at the most busiest time of the friggin' week on a Friday at nighttime, right? So I just want to make it very clear, and I'm only going to say it once, one time only. I don't care if people look at me. If I cared, I would never go out. How many times do I go out more than these people? How many times do I go out in the day? Like, what? So I'm sorry that you're projecting your insecurities and that you feel that way, that you don't like people to look at you because you're overweight, but leave me out of these sentiments, because for me, I give zero craps. I'm probably one of the most confident people in Gore World because most of them don't even cam up. How are you going to say I'm not confident going into somewhere that I go into when you don't even cam up, a lot of you?
Ma'am, all that anger and meat mitten pointing screams lack of confidence. Also, the cam up bullshit is so old. Hey there, bitter beauty, you mentally stunted imbecile. Please take your oversized hand planet out of Uranus and listen to me. I have a real job, a real family, and a real life. Not showing myself is neither an admission of self-loathing nor a play on my totally real, not made up in your head insecurities. It's because I'm not that kind of channel. Me breaking down your swollen face, massive meat mittens, and loveless lifestyle is based on the rules of the game. If you open the door, I'm allowed to walk through it. You talk about people's looks, and therefore I can talk about your looks. And it doesn't make a difference what I look like. However, I can tell you that my character is a custom one and based on what I look like. Glorious red hair, lusty green eyes, and perfectly placed smirks. All of which are God-given, and regardless of what Chef McShitty Titties might say, from a loving two-person marriage devoid of neighborhood orgies and promiscuous parents. Okay, so someone asked why she and Sally Shits on Chicks didn't see, smell, or interact with the rotting pineapple on their white couch. And I kid you fucking not, she said, and I quote, "We don't go in there much." I mean, what the fucking fuck? Are you seriously sitting there, ugly faced, lying to us right now? Is this not the fucking living room in all of your Eat With Me videos and most of your live streams? Regardless of that fact, isn't your apartment not a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1 living space shitbox? Are you actually trying to tell me that you don't go in there much? Where the fuck do you go? Your room? And does that mean the majority of your time awake and asleep you're in bed? And look, I know that you and Sally Stinks have separate rooms, but let's kid ourselves for a second, shall we? Let's pretend that you two, singlets, share a room. And then let's also pretend, for giggles and shits, that you two lay in the same bed at the same time. Are you telling me that you two just, lay there all day and night together? Ugh. I mean, that's cool if you're 105 or a teardrop, but fuck, the rest of the world doesn't live like this. You saying that you get out more than any of us is by far the most comically unhinged shit I have ever heard, and I've covered Naked and Laughing. I rode 10 miles the other day, walked 15,000 steps, went to work, the gym, the grocery store, all before 6:30 p.m., and still had time to cook dinner, clean the kitchen, and go for another 12-mile ride. You really live in a world of denial, and it's either A, a defense mechanism to shield yourself from the real world, or B, a coping mechanism to deal with the fact that you can't shield yourself from the real world. Either way, I'm gonna need you to up your therapy sessions and start actively taking notes. Okay, so our mental giant is fupa balls deep into her charity work, and feeding stray cats once a month is overwhelming her financials. So she decided to e-beg for cat food money to feed a handful of strays here and there. But when it went over exactly as one would think, she let the critics know just where they could go.
How about you mind your fucking business, Mango, and get lost? Like it's my responsibility to feed every cat in Kuwait. Did charities pay everything out of pocket? No, they asked for help, so get bent. Fuck out of here. I'm tired of her negativity. Bye! Like, what the hell? Debbie Downer, yes. Well, maybe you could just eat less food and give it to the cats. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Look, if you want to feed a handful of random cats in Kuwait, fine. But don't pretend that minimal effort charity work needs monetary funding. And if you really can't afford 10 KD a month for charity work, then maybe you should reevaluate your eating habits and choice in husbands, because clearly the sweatshop carpet sprays aren't as lucrative as you want us to believe. Now, speaking of e-begging for lifestyle funding, I wanted to point out a special Beezer in today's chat because she gave us a super dumb. She openly said in a public forum that she was attacked for starting a GoFundMe account asking for $44,000 so she could do an IVF journey and start a struggle channel. To help others feel less alone, and holy shit, where do I begin? First off, as many of you know, being funny is a gift, but there are things you just can't make up. So in an effort not to steal jokes, shout out to Tracy Lynn for providing this extra special moment of epic buffoonery, without which I might not be able to snark. Second, you wanting to IVF is a you thing and shouldn't require me or anyone else to help you fund up front, before the content is created. That's a chick before the egg situation. If you want to have a baby, then take your ass to the out and earn your own fucking money. Then start a channel, and once you've established a following of give-a-fuckers, then you won't need to ask for money, because your content will earn you coin and repay you for the efforts. See how that works? No, of course not. Here, let me break it down for you like your teardrop. Do a thing, talk about a thing, make money off the thing after you yourself have invested and followed through with a thing. Like most people do, and stop asking for someone to fund your life. Look, when I started my YouTube channel, I hopped my ass to my hubby's office and said, "Hey, build me a thing to laugh at a thing while recording a thing so I can upload said thing and make other people laugh at my things." I didn't hop my ass onto YouTube, start a channel, ask for money to buy the things to make the things. Like, seriously, what kind of bizarro world do you people come from? And is there a manager I can speak to about a few things? Okay, so other than that, she ate some things, talked about some things, and wobbled 5 steps, fed cheese to a cat, and rolled back to the shart box. Just a normal Thursday in this happily married, totally satisfied trad stripes life. Man, I'm just so jealous. I can't even stand it. In fact, I might have to start abandoning my home in the middle of the night to eat highly processed fat nuggets to finally feel alive. Alrighty, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Stay snarky. Hey, Bitter Beauty, thanks for being an inspiration to many of us here in Girl World. Thank you for inspiring me to be the best me that I can be by not following a single fucking thing that you do. Thank you for showing me that my life could always be worse and reminding me what online dating looks like. If one day I ever find myself lost without a mate, I will be sure not to click a random link emailed to me by a stranger on the internet.